Hey, what's up everybody? Joshua Casper back at you with Loop Masters, and I got something special for you today, a brand new video series where I start a song 100% inside of Loopcloud. Today we're going to be making vocal-driven, mid-tempo tropical house. If there's another genre that you want to see started inside of Loopcloud, just leave me a comment here and I'll try to get a video made for you. So this is the music we're going to be making today. And we can jump right into it right now. The first thing I'm going to do is right click any one of these tracks here at the bottom and just choose clear all tracks to start with a clean slate. All right, so here I am in a fresh instance of Loopcloud. This is synced to my DAW and my DAW is set to 100 BPM. So you want to make sure you do that before we get started. The first thing I'm going to do is add a kick, and I'm going to use the search bar here and search for a specific file name. Now for the kick, it's not very important that you choose the exact kick I do. I've chosen this kick because it's short, punchy, and that's what I'm looking for in this style of music. But really, if you want to just use a kick from your library, that's perfectly fine too. But I do want to show you how to search for a specific file name. So I'm going to type in ct_drum_kick_02 and hit enter. And that's going to bring me right to the exact kick that I'm looking for. And you want to use the underscores. And I'm going to actually be showing you specific file names for this video and all future videos like this. And for any of them, you can just jump to the video description and I'll have the actual file names written out there for you so you can copy and paste instead of writing them word for word like I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And that's the kick, but it's happening a little too quickly. So I'm going to use a pattern. If you come right here into this and come to basics folder, just choose house kick. Perfect. And the next thing I'm going to do is just pull it up to around -1. And because we're making some mid-tempo tropical house style stuff, I think it's good to put a percussive top rhythm right now. So I'm going to jump over to track 2 and again do a specific search for IQ MD 110 top loop 09, all separated by underscores. There it is. Make sure you're on track 2 and just click it to load it. And again, for this, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up to -1. So that's where we are, and we're well under our way. Next, let's add some bass. I'm going to come to track 3. And I'm going to come into the search bar and search for SLP_100_AM_bass. We'll see all of the bass loops. This one came up first because it's already in my library, and these other ones are from the store, from the same pack, but not ones I have in my library or on my computer. This is the one we're going to be using, but these are other ones here if you want to experiment. So very, very cool. And all I'm going to do here is just bring that down to -5. This will need to be sidechained to the kick drum once you pull it into your DAW. But for our purposes, staying right inside of Loopcloud and keeping things moving quickly, we're not going to do that here. We should be fine. I'm going to jump over to track 4 now, and this is where I'm going to start adding some vocals. It's going to be from the same pack here, the Latino Pop. This is a brand new pack from Single Makers. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and search for the general vocal samples from that pack. So what I'm going to do, in fact, is just come in and type in _the_rain and hit enter. And once again, these ones came up very quickly because they're already in my library. However, there are other options. You won't have these quick ones with the new tag on them. You'll just see all of these samples. The ones with the new tag are the ones we want. We want SLP 100 A minor in the rain, back 01 vocal hook, back 02 vocal hook, and lead vocal hook. There is a mixed version which has all three of those together. If you're looking to save points, you could just go ahead and grab that, but I like a little bit more control. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these stems, which are the wet version. If you want ultimate control, you go ahead and grab the dry versions of those three as well. And then you can add your own reverb and delay and so on and have full control. But for me, in this track, the wet versions worked out just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and click this here. And there we go. We're well on our way. Now, there are a couple of things I want to do. The Backtrack 02 is the male version or the lower pitched version of the backing track. I'm going to leave that at -4. The main part of the vocal, the lead, I'm going to leave at -4 as well. But I do want to manipulate this particular, the like oohs and ahs in the background. And to make them in the background, I want to pull back the gain mix here to -6. And I also want to pan it to the left. I'm going to click the effects button, make sure we're selecting that track, hit add, panner, default, and just pull it over to the left.
In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, can't live without you. In the rain.
So that's pretty good now, and we can always come back and tweak it further to the left or closer to center later on. Okay, so next up, we're going to go ahead and add some rhythm guitar, and we're going to take it right from that Latino pop pack as well. So I'm going to search for, again, if you remember, SLP_100_AM for A minor and guitar. And that should be good enough. I'm going to go ahead and click enter. And that one popped up really quick. That's the one I'm going to be using. You can see here you have a number of other ones to choose from. Having it at 100 BPM in A minor, all of these are going to fit fairly well with the vocals we have laid out, but this is the one I had chosen before, so this is what I'm going to choose again.
Thinking about you in the rain. In the rain. Thinking about you in the rain.
So it is dry, so we are going to have to add some effects to it. And also, I'm going to make it a rhythm guitar. Right now, it's more of a lead guitar or some accompaniment that I do want to use in the future. So when I do download this, I will pull in the original and the processed version. That way I can have this for different parts of the track. But for this particular loop, making the song starter inside of Loopcloud, I'm going to use the pattern. I'm going to come into plucks and choose house pluck 1. If I go ahead and solo that. That's the new rhythm now, and if I play that with the rest of the track.
In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, can't live without.
It works really well. I do want to pull it way back in the mix. I'm going to pull it back to -9, and I do want to add some effects just to make it sound a little bit better. The actual house pluck preset does come with a delay. I'm going to use a different one, so I'm going to delete that. Come into the delay synced, and I'm going to choose dub 1, and then I'm going to come back in here, go to reverb, and then come to acoustic guitar and just pull back on the mix there.
In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, in the rain, thinking about you. In the rain.
So there we go, we got our rhythm guitar, and there's one last element that I want to add, and that is a male vocal for a sort of counter melody to the female vocal lead. So I'm going to jump into track 8 right here, and this time I'm going to search for RV riff dry 11. And here it is. I'm going to load that up.
In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain.
And this one again, I'm going to pull back down to -7 dB. I'm going to add some effects. The first one I'm going to add is a panner, default, and push this one to the right. As we had the other kind of backing vocal from the female on the left, we want this one to be on the right just to separate those in the stereo space. And then I'm also going to come into the delay, again, synced dub 1. And this time we're going to come into reverb and go to vocal and just roll back on the mix.
In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, can't live without you. In the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, in the rain, thinking about you. In the rain, can't live without.
And there we go. We've got a song started completely 100% inside of Loopcloud in a matter of minutes. This song has a lot of potential in my opinion. We've taken a number of different samples from a number of different packs. They all mesh together extremely well. And I think the end product is something that we can all be excited about and be ready to move forward with into a fully structured song. Anyway, as this is a new video series, let me know in the comments if you like this. Let me know in the comments what genres you want to see started inside of Loopcloud, and I'll be happy to try to get some videos out for some of you guys for whichever genres you want. Anyway, I'm Joshua Casper here for Loopmasters. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thinking about